The Essentials of Mahamudra. Eliminating doubts concerning vipassana meditation. Vipassana can be viewed in terms of four aspects: view, meditation, action, and fruition. View serves as the foundation or ground of vipassana. We arrive at the view by listening to the teachings and reflecting upon what we have heard. In doing so, we begin to understand what we should meditate upon. However, the view alone is not sufficient. It needs to be joined by action, so that our understanding and experience increase. Together, view, meditation, and action bring us to the fruition of vipassana. The question now is, how do we sustain the view in meditation? The Siddhas, or meditation masters, have described the practice of sustaining the view in meditation in many different ways. Essentially, the view in meditation is a discussion of the merits of analytical meditation and placement meditation. Analytical meditation is the meditation of the Pandita or scholar. In analytical meditation, we investigate and analyze. Placement meditation is the meditation of the Kusali or simple person. In placement meditation, we allow our mind to rest in equanimity without doing any investigation or analysis. Some people say that shamatha consists of placement meditation only, and that the practice of analytical meditation harms the practice of shamatha. They also say that vipassana consists of analytical meditation only, and that there is no practice of placing and resting the mind in it. However, Tashi Namgyal says that this view is incorrect and indicates a lack of experience in meditation. In general, shamatha is meditation, in which the mind is placed somewhere and rests there. But when we practice shamatha, we also investigate to see how the meditation is going, while being mindful of the shamatha itself. Is it going well? Is it not going well? Which antidote needs to be applied? This checking of our mind as we are practicing is an analysis. Likewise, if vipassana were only analytical meditation, it would not be authentic. If we only analyzed and never placed the mind and allowed it to rest in what we have understood, vipassana would not lead us to abandon the kileshas. The kileshas are also translated as defilements, and defilements in Buddhism are unwholesome thoughts and feelings. So unwholesome thoughts and feelings are feelings and thoughts of hatred, jealousy, envy, so on and so forth. So let me repeat that sentence. If we only analyzed and never placed the mind and allowed it to rest in what we have understood, vipassana would not lead us to abandon the kileshas, and we would not develop a definite and certain understanding. So there is placement meditation within vipassana. We can see that both shamatha and vipassana involve analytical and placement meditation. Having said that, however, it is fair to say that shamatha is mainly a matter of placing the mind and doing only limited analysis, while vipassana is mainly a matter of analyzing and less of placing the mind. According to one view, we should listen to or study many explanations of the scriptures and then analyze them carefully with reasoning to develop a clear and definite understanding of emptiness and the interdependent relationship of phenomena. Having developed such understanding, we should then place our mind in an even meditative state, without analysis. According to this view, it is best to alternate analysis with resting the mind so that our vipassana does not degenerate into shamatha. Again, Tashi Namgyal says this view is not correct. He states that the analysis of valid connection is not the same as seeing phenomena directly. What appears to our mind has been created by our mind and is not authentic meditation. Instead, Tashi Namgyal says we should listen to the instructions, think about them, and analyze what we have heard in the same way that we show a race track to a horse. If we want a horse to follow a certain course, we first show the track to the horse so that it knows where to go once the actual race begins. Likewise, we listen to and reflect upon the teachings so that we know the way to go correctly and are able to develop the prajna or the knowledge to achieve certainty and confidence. So in Buddhism, faith is cultivated by knowledge, and knowledge is cultivated through shamatha and vipassana, which are also sometimes translated as calming the mind and contemplation. The prajna, or knowledge, that arises from hearing and contemplating the teachings, however, is not sufficient. We also need the prajna that arises from meditating. We meditate on the dhammata, or things as they are, that exist with things themselves. Lama Gosangpa explained that while ultimately analytical meditation and placement meditation have the same destination, placement meditation proceeds more quickly. Therefore, the great gurus of the lineage, such as Naropa and Maitreya, who were extremely learned, depended mainly on the quintessential instructions and meditated by settling the mind in equipoise. Likewise, we need to listen to and think about the various teachings on the true nature of phenomena. But when it comes to practice, we need to depend upon only the most quintessential instructions of the masters and meditate in that manner. There are three incorrect views that are identified and refuted in Moonlight of Mahamudra. The first incorrect view is what was mentioned above, that when we practice shamatha, we do not need to perform any analysis. And when we practice vipassana, we do not need to place the mind in equipoise. In fact, in shamatha, we need to investigate and analyze our meditation to determine how to clear away the afflictions, distractions, and thoughts that arise. We need to employ the various methods for bringing the mind to a state of rest, and that involves analysis within our meditation. Similarly, in vipassana, even though the emphasis is on the development of prajna, or knowledge, we must set the mind in a state of equipoise to do this. The main problem for beginning meditators is wildness of mind. Just focusing on the shamatha practice of calming the mind helps settle the mind's wildness. When our shamatha practice is going well, we can then work with the obstacles of mind using investigation and analysis. The second incorrect view is that we should alternate between shamatha and vipassana. According to this view, we first practice the methods for calming the mind and then analyze to develop certainty about the view. But if we do this, our shamatha and our vipassana will oppose each other. It is better to find the view and then to settle into equipoise within the view. A third incorrect view asserted by Sakya Pandita is that the Mahamudra meditation of Gampopa was basically the meditation taught by the Chinese master Harshan Mahayana. Briefly, Harshan taught that the way to practice meditation is simply to abandon all notions of good and bad and not think about anything at all. The practice taught by Harshan, however, is not at all like the practice of Mahamudra taught by Gampopa. When we speak about Dhamata, or things as they really are, we are speaking about the absence of the confusion and mistaken appearances that ordinary people experience most of the time. When we talk about the mind itself, or mind as it is, we are referring to the inseparability of luminosity and emptiness. If we just meditate without having identified Dhamata, the meditation will make us more peaceful, gradually causing us to understand the view. But it will not cut the root of the disturbing emotions. We will not abandon what must be abandoned to reach enlightenment. Therefore, we need to find out what Dhamata is and rest our mind there. When we meditate on external phenomena, Dhamata is covered and hidden. But when we meditate on the mind itself, we are meditating on the naked form of emptiness. And this is what we mean when we talk about bringing direct perception to the path. It is meditation upon the mind itself.